the neuropsychological influence of colors. Hello and welcome to Subconsia, the podcast that explores neuroscience and psychology to support your evolution. I'm Dunya, and today I'm going to reveal a disturbing truth about something you do mechanically every morning. Do you think you choose your clothes based on personal taste? Do you believe your color preferences are the result of your unique personality? That your attraction to blue or your avoidance of yellow are aesthetic whims with no consequences? I'm going to prove you're completely wrong. Modern science reveals a fascinating truth. Colors are not passive ornaments in your environment. They are neurobiological manipulators that influence our emotions, modify our brain chemistry, and guide our behaviors, all without our knowledge. We've learned to consider colors as simple aesthetic choices, decorative details with no real impact. But this vision is not only false, it deprives us of an extraordinary understanding of our deep neurological mechanisms. Here's what I'm going to reveal to you today. Colors speak directly to our primitive brain. They carry neurobiological messages coded by millions of years of evolution, and most importantly, we can learn to decode this influence and use it consciously. Before we begin, look around you. Observe the colors that dominate your space. Keep them in mind, because by the end of this episode, you'll understand why your brain chose them and how they subtly modify your mental state right now. The neurobiological construction of our color reality. Let's first dive into our brain to understand what really happens when we perceive a color. Here's the first revelation that will change your vision of the world. Color doesn't exist in nature. That red you see, that blue that soothes you, that green that relaxes you. All of this exists only in your brain. What we call color is just an invisible electromagnetic wave that our brain transforms into a colored experience. We don't perceive reality, we perceive the sophisticated interpretation our brain makes of it. The three phases of our brain's processing. Phase 1, retinal capture. The retina contains specialized cells called cones, which exist in only three types. These three types capture short, medium, and long wavelengths. That's it. 3 types of sensors for 10 million perceived shades. Phase 2, cortical processing. In our visual area, your brain decodes signals according to 3 modalities: hue, brightness, saturation. But it doesn't just receive. It analyzes, compares, and contextualizes with remarkable precision. Phase 3, emotional integration. A revolutionary discovery from the Salk Institute revolutionized our understanding. There are neurons that respond specifically to combinations of color and shape. Our brain doesn't separate perception from emotion. It fuses them instantly. But here's the most troubling part. This impression of a richly colored world all around us is largely an illusion. Research has demonstrated a surprising fact. We are generally unable to distinguish any color outside the center of our visual field, and our brain compensates for this missing information. Researchers conducted a simple but enlightening experiment. They gradually removed colors from participants' peripheral vision. Result: most noticed nothing. Our brain tricks us, but benevolently. It creates the illusion of a colored world to conserve energy and optimize our attention on what really matters. Blue analysis. Now, let's focus on the most fascinating color, blue. Observe high traffic places, for example, offices or hospitals. Blue dominates everywhere. This omnipresence is not coincidental, it's the result of our brain's properties that marketers and designers consciously exploit. Blue specifically activates our prefrontal cortex, the region that manages planning, deductive reasoning, emotional control. Why this activation? The answer lies in our evolutionary heritage. For millennia, the blue of sky and water signaled safe and calming environments to our ancestors. This repeated exposure literally sculpted neural circuits that automatically associate this color with serenity. Also, exposure to blue produces concrete biological changes we can measure. Reduced heart rate, decreased blood pressure, slowed respiratory rate, increased mental concentration. But here's what should concern us. This knowledge is massively exploited. Facebook is blue to give us confidence. Banks use blue to evoke stability. Hospitals also adopt it to calm us. You don't necessarily prefer blue, you undergo a neurobiological influence programmed by evolution and exploited by modern marketing. Our colors reveal our inner states. Our color choices are not aesthetic whims, they are revelators of our psychological states. When we choose an outfit in the morning, our brain mobilizes several systems. It relies on color memories, reconstructed by our memory. It uses emotional associations wired by evolution. It applies unconscious cultural filters. This process reveals our current emotional state, our deep psychological needs, and even our unconscious strategies for social communication. Let's move on to universal color archetypes. Red. When we wear red, our amygdala, our danger detection tool, activates slightly. This color instantly increases your heart rate and that of people who see us. We don't wear red by chance, we send a subtle signal of intensity and energy. Yellow. This color specifically stimulates our alertness and naturally attracts attention. Green. Color of the parasympathetic system, that of relaxation. After millions of years spent in vegetation, our brain developed an automatic relaxation response to green. Wearing green means sending a message of calm and naturalness. Understanding unconscious messages. Every person we encounter sends us color signals that our brain unconsciously decodes. The woman in red, confidence, energy, desire for attention. The man in navy blue, stability, professionalism, reliability. The person in black, authority, mystery, or need for protection. We think we simply notice these colors, but in reality, our brain processes complex information about our interlocutors' mental states. Advice for mastering color influence. Now that you understand the mechanisms, here's how to transform this knowledge into conscious power. First technique, personal color audit. Analyze your wardrobe and environment and ask yourself, what color dominates my workspace and how does it influence my productivity? Do my clothing choices reveal a recurring emotional pattern? In what states of mind do I choose each color? For example, if you realize your wardrobe has a dominant color, ask yourself what this color awakens in you. Second technique, programming your color choices. Instead of undergoing color influence, use them strategically. Need concentration? Integrate more blue into your environment. Preparing an important negotiation? Red can give you more confidence. Looking to calm a tense situation? Green or light blue will modify the atmosphere. Third technique, social color reading. Develop your ability to decode others' color signals. Observe your loved ones' clothing choices as they might reveal their emotional states. Also analyze the dominant colors of places you frequent and see how they might influence social behaviors. Finally, spot chromatic manipulations in advertising and digital interfaces. Fourth technique, daily color therapy. Consciously use colors to regulate your states. Having a stressful day? Surround yourself with blue or green, but avoid yellow, which could be too stimulating. Need motivation? Integrate touches of red or orange. Want to awaken your creativity? Yellow stimulates creativity and your inner child. Here are 4 steps to master your color choices. Step 1. Observation. For 1 week, note your daily color choices and your state of mind. Identify correlations to understand your own deep definition of these colors. Step 2. Experimentation. Consciously test the effect of different colors on your mood and performance. Step 3. Optimization. Adapt your environment and clothing choices to support your emotional and cognitive goals. Step 4. Social mastery. Use your understanding of colors to improve your communication and decode your entourage's signals. Colors, these brain allies. Let me tell you something important. You're no longer obligated to undergo color influence. You can understand it, decode it, and use it consciously. Every color you choose is a neurobiological decision that influences your brain chemistry and that of people around you. This influence is neither positive nor negative. It exists. That's all. The difference between undergoing it and mastering it is consciousness. When you understand colors, hidden mechanisms, they become your tools for communication and emotional regulation. They reveal your inner states, not to betray you, but so you can understand and adjust them. They influence your environment, not to manipulate you, but so you can consciously create the atmosphere you need. Your mission for this week. Tomorrow morning, before choosing your clothes, stop. Ask yourself, what state of mind do I need to be in today? What color can support this goal? Start your color audit tonight. Even if you'd never noticed color influence before, the intention to observe will progressively refine your sensitivity. And remember, there's no coincidence in your color preferences. Every choice, every attraction, every avoidance carries deep significance. Your brain doesn't waste energy but constantly communicates with you through the language of colors. Thank you for listening to Subconsia. If this episode helped you see colors in a new light, share it with someone who needs to understand their visual environment's hidden influence. And above all, consciously observe the messages your color choices reveal about you. Colors speak to you. It's time to listen to them. See you soon.